Welcome back to another beginner-friendly acrylic painting. Today we're going to do a lovely seascape in the style of the Fauves, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is lay down our sky. I'm using my number 12, and I'm going to start with a little titanium white. Before I do that, let's talk about our colors. We have the benzimidazoline yellow, quinacridone magenta, and phthalo blue, and of course titanium white. Everything you need to know is in your description. So let's lay down some titanium white. And we'll come back and grab a little of that phthalo blue. Phthalo blue is really vibrant, so we may want to mute that down just a little bit. Now it's starting to warm up here in Southern California, so I'm going to be adding some glazing liquid to my paint. This helps it to stay wet. I'll just put a little dollop out here, and every once in a while I'll just put my brush right into it, and that just keeps my paint from getting too dry. You'll notice I'm not using any water in my paint because that could be a real disaster. So try not to bring any water to your paint. Believe me, you'll only do it one time and then you'll go, oh yeah, I see what she means. Okay, so that is a pretty vibrant blue. I'm going to put a little bit of quin magenta into that. We need a little bit more glazing liquid. And a little bit of titanium white, just to knock it back a little bit. There we go. Kind of a cloudy, little bit of a cloudy sky there. Okay. I'm actually going to bring that blue down here because I'm going to paint a kind of a cove right here. I'm going to just put that blue in right here. We're going to have some trees coming over that, covering a lot of it. So we don't have to worry too much about it. Wipe my brush again, pick up a little titanium white. We're going to have quite a bit of land right here, which is why I'm not bringing the ocean all the way over. Most of it's going to be covered. But I do want to put a little titanium white into it. I don't want it quite so vibrant. A little more knocked back a little bit. Okay. There we go. All right, now I'm going to wipe my brush really well. I'm not going to put it in the water or wash it. I like to just keep my brush really dry. And I'm going to go into the quin magenta here and build some landforms here. Just start building those up. Here in the foreground, all the way around like that. So we kind of have a cove there. Grab a little of that titanium white. And remember, we're painting like the Fauves, so everything is really colorful. Normal color, what is called local color, doesn't really apply. They weren't interested in the real color of things. They wanted to paint what they thought it looked like. So I'm just going to bring this landform up here, wipe my brush a little bit, and let's make this shape a little more interesting. It's kind of clunky there. So let's make it a little bit more interesting. Even though a fair amount of it's going to be covered up by the trees, we still, we want to have a good underpainting there. Okay, this guy could have a little more interest here in the foreground. Maybe we'll bring in a little yellow. Now because I haven't washed my brush, the colors could get muddy if you don't pay attention to the way that you're mixing colors. So for instance, this foreground area here is getting a little bit on the muted side, but I think that's okay. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm going to wipe my brush really well. And I'll bring a little titanium white into this, just to build some interesting kind of rock formations. Don't want everything to be too geometric. You really want it to feel kind of craggy and rock-like. So be liberal with those colors and play with the idea of those shapes. I'm just going to build some shapes here. Wipe my brush, go back over to the Quin Magenta. Build this guy up a little bit. I think I'll leave that more in the distance. We kind of want that to be off in the distance, so you don't want to put too much texture on it. Like we'd make these in the foreground much more textural. I'm going to keep building this one here. Little titanium white. A little bit more yellow. Just so you have kind of an interesting underpainting there. Quite a bit of this is going to be covered, but you always want to make your underpainting just as interesting because it will really benefit the layers that you put on top of it. Okay, so that's our underpainting of the rocks. Now I'm going to put my number 12 in the water because I'm not going to need it anymore. And I'm going to get out my number 8. And now we're going to have some, I'm sorry, not my number 8, my number 6. I'm going to get the number 6 because I want to make some really interesting tree trunks. I'm going to make a kind of a dark here with Quin Magenta, little phthalo blue, make a dark purple. And since we're painting like the Fauves, let's add a little titanium white to that and get a nice purple going there. We want it dark enough to stand up to the background there, but let's have a little fun with that purple. Okay, we're going to have one tree here, like so. It's going to come down kind of off the picture plane here. And then we're going to have another taller tree over here. And I'm going right through wet paint. My background is still wet, but that's okay. I mean, don't worry about that. Just let it go. I'm going to go right here. And this tree is going to come up and out like that. And we're going to have a couple of smaller trees back here. Really small, almost like bushes. And let's give these some branches. Some small branches. I'm barely touching the canvas. And this one in the foreground, let's give it quite a few branches because it's sort of a much smaller tree. Maybe it hasn't fully grown yet. Give it a lot of branches. Okay, and this one could have a couple more up here too. Okay, I think that's good. I think that gets us started. All right, now for our tree foliage, we're going to go to our fan brush. If I can find it. Where is it? There's the fan brush right there. And this is the number 4 fan brush, and it might be a little bit too large for what we're doing. Well, we're going to have to use it because I can't find the smaller one. So this is fine. We'll use our number 4 fan brush. And so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go to the other camera so you can actually see how we apply this paint. Well, first, let's look at how we load our brush. So we're going to do a pink foliage here. So I'm going to go right to the Quin Magenta, bring that over here, and then go to some titanium white. And I want this pretty light because I want it to have enough contrast from the sky. So let's see if that worked. That's not light enough. That Quin Magenta is very strong, so that should do it right there. So you'll always want to have very little Quin Magenta and a lot of titanium white. All right, so now let's go over to this camera so you can see how I just pounce this with my fan brush. Just pounce. And what that does is it gives you this airy quality to the trees. And we're going to have a little bit more down here. And I am going to use my number 2. I just found my number 2 fan brush, which I really, really needed. So I'm going to do some smaller foliage down here, maybe a little bit darker too. Let's put more of that Quin Magenta there. So you can see this. See how I'm just using the fan brush really vertical, just vertical. Let's get a little bit more of that titanium white. Lighten this up. Let's go back over here. Start to build these guys up a little bit. So you really get the sense of that just pouncing. That's all we're doing. Now I'm going into a little bit darker Quin Magenta with a lot less titanium white. We'll come back to this tree up here, pouncing with that fan brush, and just moving it in all kinds of different directions. Not one direction, just really moving it in all kinds of different directions and making sure it stays vertical. And we'll get a little bit more titanium white. Really get a lot of that white. Actually, I'm going to wipe my fan brush. And when I change colors with my fan brush, I don't like to put it in the water. So I will just wipe it as much as I can and then put it in just the titanium white. And that should be light enough so that I can get those brighter little areas that I want. Now, be very careful with how much of this you do because it's easy to overdo it. So just be patient and be fairly sparse because you will not need as much as you think you do. So I'm going to go back to that little bit darker and just hit a couple places. Okay, so we have enough there. We don't need much. Now what we want to do is work on our underpainting here, the foliage here. And to do that, I'm going to change colors on my fan brush. But like I said, I'm not going to put it in the water. I'm just going to wipe it off as much as I can so it's fairly dry. And now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to first lay down a dark blue with just phthalo blue. And I'm going to make sure I don't have too much on my brush. Tap it off a little bit. And I'm going to lay down some foliage, some undergrowth under these trees. And again, I'm just tapping that fan brush, using it really vertical. So we start with a dark blue, And then, because I have blue on my brush, I'm going to go into the yellow. That'll give me a green. I've got some titanium white here. So I'm going to put that titanium white into that. Now the green's going to be a nice complement to the pink that we have there. It's a complementary color to pink. So it'll be a really nice complement to that. Just tapping that. Starting out really sparse. Don't need much. Don't get carried away. Okay, we've got that blue and a little green, and now we're going to come back and put some highlights in. And I say this every time we use the fan brush like this, but I get these questions a lot, like, why did we do that underpainting if we're just going to come back and do this on top of it? And the reason for that is that if you don't do that underpainting before you do this with the fan brush, you'll just be painting on blank canvas. And it won't have any depth. It won't have any interest. So you really need to do your underpainting. Okay, I think we've got enough going on there. Now I'm going to go back to my paper towel, wipe my brush really, really well. It's got green on it. So I am going to go into titanium white and yellow. I want something really, really light. So I want just a touch of this titanium white. I'm going to take most of it off my brush. And then a lot of titanium white. I think I said titanium white when I went into the yellow there, but you guys know what I mean. So I've got a really, really light yellow-green on my fan brush. I want to make sure I don't have too much. And now I'm just going to hit little areas here. That would be maybe the tops of the flowers that are under the trees. Maybe there's a little bit of light hitting them. Just gives it the sensation that there's a little bit of growth there, some growing things. Now I'm going to go right into the edge here. And I just want to get the edge. I don't want the whole thing. And if you watch what I'm doing from the side, just using this edge here, just to get a little bit different shape. There we go. Okay, I think we've done a pretty good job on that. I'm going to get a little bit more of that yellow in between these trees back here. And that's why it's so helpful to use the brush, the fan brush, on its side. Okay, I think we've done a pretty good job with our pink trees by the ocean. That only took us a few minutes. Thank you so much for joining me, and remember to hit that subscription and hit the notification bell and join me in the next video. And remember what I always say, keep painting.